is how do health and free time deceive people, as mentioned in the hadith. Okay, so the actual wording of the hadith is نعمتان مغبون فيهما كثير من الناس الصحة والفراغ. So it's not the health and free time that people are deceived by. Uh, so the health and free time are not doing the deceiving. He said there are two tremendous blessings that many people are duped regarding them, right? Good health and free time, because it's the other things in life. It's the paper chase, running after, more money, or running after more influence or more power, or that particular item. If only I could get hold of that. If only I can get hold of this collection of books or whatever it is, and then it'll just make my life perfect. It'll be the final brick that makes my life perfect. That, right? Chasing the dunya, things for other than the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's the problem. So it's that, or it's shaitan coming and making a person think, oh, you know what, you've got a long life, don't worry about it. Right? Go do what your friends your age are doing. People your age are having fun. People your age are doing this and that. You go do that. You can make a tawbah later, right? And so it's these, or it's bad company from bad friends, or it's just a person's own distractions, right? A person doesn't take turning to Allah seriously. So, right, he thinks, well, I'll do this and I'll do that. It's okay. I can make tawbah later. It's okay. Allah will forgive me. These attitudes, al-khidlan, kullu al-khidlan, right? أن تتفرغ من الشواغل ثم لا تقبل عليه. I believe Shaykh Ahmad ibn Ata'illah al-Secondary said. He said, khidlan is when you're just abandoned, right? Where you're not getting divine aid, help from Allah in becoming better, right? And that's a manifestation of it. So it's a manifestation of a person's choices. So what happened? He said that for you're in this state when you have nothing to distract you, and even then, and despite there not being anything to distract you, you don't turn to Allah. So this is, it's a case of like, if you have some free time in the day and the night, then make some of it for Allah. Not everyone can have the entire life top to bottom, inside out, remembering Allah and worshipping Allah. And some people need to rest. Some people need to have a distraction. Some people have, family and these sorts of things to, responsibilities to them. So you do those, but you make some time for Allah. So the two things that people are distracted regarding, or they're duped out of, is a siha, health. Because when you're healthy, you can do a lot, right? When you're healthy, you can do this, you can do that. You can have all of these plans. I used to have, there was a point where I wanted to read something, this book that I bought, and I just couldn't get around to it, just busy. And I thought, if I'm ever ill, too ill to actually get up or anything, if I'm ever that ill, I'll just lie down and read that book. And then the illness obliges and it comes, and then what happens? You're too ill to read. You just lie there, so it's one of those things, right? So that's one thing. The second thing is faragh, free time. And the best way around free time is to have, we'll talk more about this later, but is to have a routine. You have certain acts of worship you do before Fajr or after Fajr. I will do this. After Asr, there's this dhikr. After the Maghrib, I read some Quran. Just have something. Otherwise, if your days are just like wide open, no plans, then you're going to get distracted, right? You pick up the phone and then you start scrolling, and before you know it, 2 hours have passed. And then you think, oops, right? At the same time, I leave enough flexibility to allow other things in life. So having a plan. So this is what he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the great value of health and the great value of free time is only known when you're unable to benefit from them. And so what you do is you do everything you can to draw closer to Allah when you're, healthy and have free time. And then when you are ill and occupied, Allah takes care of the reward. It keeps coming. Yeah. So we ask Allah for husn tawfiq in all that we do to draw closer to Him. Ameen.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول